Welcome back to my channel. It's that time of year again. It's the festive season and most Jamaicans will be cooking curry goat. Yeah, I don't know about you, but back home in Jamaica, I know I would sure have a pot in the backyard cooking with curry goat. And even though most of you already know how to cook curry goat, I'm just sharing my recipe with you. So thank you for clicking on my video. Thank you for stopping by. Alright, so let's get into the video. So the first thing I'm doing, I'm gonna add 2 teaspoons of minced garlic. I'm cooking 2 different set of goat. I'm cooking brown stew and I'm also cooking curry because my mother don't eat curry. All right, I'm gonna add 2 tablespoons of all-purpose seasoning, and then I'm also gonna add some oxtail seasoning, but I can't tell you what type of seasoning to use. Just go ahead and use seasoning that you already have in your home, because at the end of the day they're all just seasoning. All right, I'm also adding some masala because I know you can't have that good nice curry taste without some masala. And I'm also adding better pot curry. For my ground seasoning, I'm going to be adding some scotch bonnet pepper. Go ahead and add the amount that you know you can manage in your goat. I'm also adding some scallion, some onion, some ginger, and as you have seen before, I've added my minced garlic. All right, I'm also going to add some pimento as well to add some extra flavor in there. Now that I've added all the seasonings, I'm going to add some coconut oil on top, just so that it's easier for my seasoning to get around on the goat and to stick onto the goat. So this is not going to be marinating, but you can go ahead and marinate your goat ahead of time. I wouldn't advise adding the scallion and all of that if you're going to marinate it overnight. I would just add the powdered seasoning, and then when I'm going to cook it, I'll add the ground seasoning. That's just my advice. So I'm gonna be cooking mine right away, so I'm just gonna add some oil to my pot. I'm also gonna burn a little curry in the pot as well, just to add some extra curry flavor. You know, when you burn the curry in the oil, it gives it an extra curry flavor. And then I am going to add my goat. You don't necessarily have to burn the curry when you're cooking goat meat, because the curry is gonna be cooking, the goat is gonna be cooking for a long while, so the curry will get to cook properly. But it's just a habit of mine to just burn a little bit of the curry before adding the goat meat. All right, so now we're just gonna sear. We're gonna sear this in the oil by stirring constantly for about 2 minutes before covering the pot. So now that the braising process has completed, I just cover the pot, and after 10 minutes you can see it has produced its own liquid, and that's what we're looking for. This way all the seasoning and herbs can get to marry on your goat. Alright, so now we're just going to cover it back and allow it to simmer in that liquid. We're not going to add any water as yet. And while you're doing this process, you want to make sure that your stove is on medium heat. You don't want it to be on high heat. I'm just adding some time in there, and then I'm just going to cover it again and allow it to continue to simmer for another 10 minutes until most of my liquid is dried out, and then I'm going to add some water. So now that my liquid has been reduced, I am going to add some water, and I'm going to cover the meat completely with water and put it on high heat. This may take between an hour to 2 hours to cook, depending on how tough your meat is. Otherwise, you will have to put it in the pressure cooker for a quicker cook. All right, so this is probably going to take like about 4-10 minutes interval of adding water for this goat meat to cook if you're going to cook it on the stove. So I'm just gonna cover it up on high heat and allow it to cook until it's tender to my liking. I like my meat falling off the bone. I don't know about you. So while my goat is cooking, I have some white rice cooking as well, because you know curry goat goes best with white rice. I know we do have it with rice and peas sometimes, but a lot of people prefer to have it with white rice. And I also made some mashed potato on this side as well. So let me know in the comment section, what do you like to eat with your curry goat? Do you like banana dumpling and yams, or do you like white rice or rice and peas? And trust me, it tastes really good with mashed potato as well. So my meat is getting really tender, so I am adding some more ground seasoning. At this point, you don't want to add any powdered seasoning to your pot. I know people do it, but I don't know how that tastes. But do not add any more powdered seasoning when your goat is cooked. I just added some ground seasoning like scallion and thyme and onion, and I also added some potatoes and carrots. I chopped some of my potatoes smaller just so that they can cook out and create that nice thick gravy. I don't like my gravy too thick, but you know, I don't want it to be runny. So those potatoes that are chopped small, they're gonna cook out and give me like a thick gravy consistency, or semi-thick. So whenever you reach your gravy consistency that you like, you can go ahead and turn your pot off. I also leave my pot open at this point so that most of the liquid can get to reduce. So this was my dinner, because I'm not going to post this video until December, but this was actually in October. So this was our dinner that we had, and it was super delicious. And know we're Jamaican, we like a lot of gravy around the rice. Yeah, on the side, not in the rice. We just like it on the side so that we can scoop and eat. Thank you guys so much for watching my video. I hope you try this curry goat recipe on Christmas Day. Merry Christmas to you all. Share a plate for your neighbor as well. And may the new year brings you lots of love, lots of joy, and everything that your heart desire. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video.